guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this video. So today, it is our first day of posting every day this week leading up to Christmas. And for this video, we are doing some beginner-friendly, simple winter ombre nails. I feel like we haven't done a full set of ombre nails in a while, so I wanted to do that today. I just felt like doing some ombres. So we're gonna start by doing all the nail prep for the nails. I'm just doing a little bit of nail prep because my nails still aren't that bad because I've been doing so many sets. So I just push back the cuticles, I trim off all the excess dead skin, and then I go over with my nail drill with a fine grit sanding band, and I just remove the shine from the nails. But I do this part really quickly. I don't really want to be filing my nails too much, so I haven't been doing that too often. And after the nail prep, I am just gluing on the nail tips with some base coat, and I'm just using base coat because it sticks to my peel off base coat that I have on. Because the regular nail glue, it just does not stick to the peel off base. And then I'm just shaping up the nail tips a little bit. And I'm removing the shine using my hand file. I just didn't feel like using my nail drill for this part. And then we're going to add on a layer of base coat to all the nails. So for these ombres, I first started off with this really light blue jelly polygel for the tip of the nail. It was so sheer, it literally didn't even look blue, it just looked clear, and that's not what I wanted. I did want a really sheer light blue, but not as sheer as that polygel. So I just mixed together some top coat and blue gel polish, and that was the color I used for the tips of the nails. So my inspiration for this nail set is this design. It's a very simple ombre with some snowflake glitter at the tip of the nail. It's finished with a matte top coat. I really like that. I liked the frosty ombre with the snowflakes. I mean, this one had snowflakes and butterflies, but I don't have those gold butterflies, but I did think that was like really cool and unique. But I ended up just using snowflakes for all of the nails. So once all the tips of the nails are painted, I'm using this little pack of variety of winter glitters, and I decided to go with this bluish clear type of snowflake. But the problem was that they were all mixed in this little pack, and I had to like dig for them. So I started, as you can see, I made a huge mess trying to dig for the certain snowflakes that were this shade of blue, because there was like 3 different shades of blue, and I was looking for a specific one. On the thumbnail, I gave up and I just ended up using these light blue snowflakes compared to the clearer blue ones. So now we are going to get started on the ombres. I'm starting on the pointer finger and I'm just putting a bead of this polygel at the cuticle area. So my first step when doing an ombre is situating the cuticle area. Since the bead, when I put it on the nail, it's already a rounded shape, I just flatten that and then I push that towards the skin, making sure not to touch the skin though and leaving a small gap. So I situate the cuticle, I drag the polygel up enough on the nail. And for this nail, I did start to blend it. I forgot that I didn't put a layer of base coat over the snowflakes, so the polygel started getting stuck under the snowflakes and it was getting a bit messy looking. So I just trimmed off some of that ombre and then I restarted the blend, and then on the rest of the nails I made sure to put that layer of top coat over the snowflake glitters just to make the surface more smooth for when we do the ombres. So I'm doing the same thing for the rest of the nails, just starting off at the cuticle area. Basically, whenever I do my nails, I always start with the cuticle area because the bead of polygel that you put on the nail is already rounded. The bead is already nicely shaped to fit the cuticle. And then once I'm done with the cuticle, I do the next steps. I'm just kind of dragging the polygel to where I want the ombre to start, and then I blend it out. So I'm using my new big polygel brush to do these ombres. I did mention in one of my other videos that I did do an ombre with this brush and I thought it was fine. At some points I feel like I'm not able to put enough pressure on the polygel to drag it and make that nice blend. So sometimes I did have to switch to my smaller polygel brush, mostly for the pinky nail though. I don't know if it's because the pinky nail was just smaller, I needed the smaller brush for it. But at some points I feel like the ombre is not the easiest to do with this brush, but also at some points it is. It's a bit like 50-50 with this brush. I think it also depends on what polygel you're using as well. Now we are going to encapsulate all the nails with clear polygel. When you're doing an ombre, you're definitely going to want to encapsulate after you do all your blending. First off, to give the tip of the nail more structure and more thickness, and also because we want to protect the blend that we made, because we don't want to file it off when we go to reshape the nails. I try not to put as much clear polygel near the cuticle area. I just try to keep it on top of that blend and at the tip of the nail. I don't want the base of the nail to be getting too thick, so I just try not to put as much there, and I try to drag off all the excess. Okay, now we are going to get reshaping these nails. I didn't speed this part up as much as I normally do. I wanted you to really be able to see how I'm shaping these nails. Usually I don't really explain how I shape my nails. I feel like it's a bit hard for me to explain how I do it. But for these, because this is more of like a beginner friendly, simple set, I did want to explain a little bit of my steps for the filing. So I normally start off by filing the whole surface of the nails and getting around that cuticle area. I just like to just smooth out the whole surface first. And then I focus more on the sides of the nails and make sure that the sides are nice and straight. For this nail, I didn't really worry about the sides too much. I feel like the sides were already pretty good. It was mostly just the surface of the nail and make sure that I was filing off any of the extra thickness that I didn't want. And then I go on and focus at the tip of the nail and I file over the surface closer to the tip to make sure that the tip is thinner. And that's just kind of my steps for the filing. I mostly just start on the surface and then I work on the sides and then I work on fixing the thickness of the nails. And while you're shaping, you always want to make sure that you're checking the nail. Like after every few files, you want to make sure you check it. That way you're not over filing, or that way you don't under file and not file enough. So just constantly check your nails when you're filing to make sure that they're looking how you want them to. And now, after all the shaping and filing, I'm going to wipe off all the dust from the nails. Also, after I file, I always buff the nails. I don't really show that. It's a little boring because I'm just filing over the surface with a buffer, but I do always buff my nails to make them smoother and make sure that the scratches are less visible. And now we're just going to finish these off with some matte top coat. Like I said, it's a very simple and easy set. I didn't want to add too much to these. I really liked the inspiration picture and how simple it was, so I wanted to stick to that. We're just going to add on some cuticle oil. And here are how the nails turned out. Let me know what you guys think of this nail set in the comments. So I really enjoy these nails. I really like how they turned out. They turned out very close to the inspiration picture, which is what I wanted. Obviously, the nail decoration isn't exactly the same, but it does kind of have those same colors because these snowflakes, they're originally like blue, but because they were encapsulated and with the matte top coat, they have a nice gold shimmer, and I really love that. The gold with the light blue sheer background, I really like that as well. The tip color actually turned out very similar to the inspiration picture, which I was pretty shocked because I kept thinking that it wasn't blue enough. But after I looked at the inspiration picture again, these nails definitely look very similar to that, so I really like that. And this was just a nice, simple, easy ombre nail set to do. I hope this video could help you guys if you're having trouble with ombre or if you need some direction on how to do the ombres. I hope this could help. But But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the first video of our full week of posting leading up to Christmas. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!